What's up guys, I'm Sunny. Welcome back to another Injustice 2 Showcase Series video. In this video series we check out all the epic gear sets, look at all individual epic pieces, then I'll go into practice mode and check out the characters' abilities. If you do enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you're new, subscribe. But as you see, we're going to be looking at Atrocitus today. This is my very last Showcase Series video, at least for the gear that I got. I am missing one piece for Bane, and then I'll be done with the base characters, one piece for Starfire, and then all of DLC 2. So just 5 total characters, and I think like 7 or 8 total pieces. Most of them are for Raiden, but all the other characters I just need one piece for, and I could do those. But this is all that I have, so if you're looking for other characters, just check back in the videos or leave a comment below and I'll send you the link. But let's get checking out the Showcase Series video. We are looking at Atrocitus, like I said. The first epic loadout that we're going to check out is, again, just one that I've put together through the epic pieces that I have. Not really random this time. I just picked all of the epic pieces that said blood in the very beginning. Kind of like make his another epic gear set, I guess. Have the blood ash shader on there. So everything with this gear set is blood. I really like his headpiece. I think his headpiece looks really cool. All the ones that have his horns on it. I like the ones that cover up the eyes mostly, but they still look good. And then the shoulder pads with those big lava, I guess, parts of it look really nice. But let's check out the first epic gear set. Is going to be called the Ushmael or something. Ushmael. It includes the head and the torso. Again, the rest of the epic pieces are just random epic pieces trying to make each loadout look just a little bit different. Ryut's Revenge, really dark red shader on there, and then the rest of his pieces are like a dark gray. Looks pretty good. Again, I really don't like the arms too much, but they were different than all the rest of them, so I thought I'd add them on there. Again, the headpiece looks cool. Always like dex-star. The dex-star character is awesome. I love the little cat. But checking out the bonuses, 2 out of 2 bonus health to 150, 2 out of 2 pure focus increases XP gained by 150. So it is just a 2-piece, so not too much bonus. At least 150 health is really nice. Extra health is always good when it comes to a bonus. Looking at his 3-piece now, the Armor of Full. Head, torso, and his arms got Violent Vein shader on there, like a dark, like ashy purple looking shader. The headpiece looks similar to the one I had on in the beginning, but the rest of the pieces look different. I like on a lot of his pieces how, I guess, the blades and pieces around his legs and chest and horns and stuff, I like how all of those glow. That looks really nice on the pieces that do that. But checking out the bonuses, what we get, 2 out of 3 Furious Feline, increased damage of dex-star's attacks by 10%, and 3 out of 3 Red Lantern Rage, increased damage of all special moves by 5%. So both of them you can use in player matches, which is really nice. I like this loadout too. I think Atrocitus has some pretty good loadouts, especially with the shaders. I just wish some of the shaders were a different color. Pretty much everything is a red or an ashy, darker gray, purple looking color. But moving on to his 4-piece set. 4-piece set going to be called Trader's Garb. Head, torso, arms, and legs. To me, this was, I think, one of them that was considered, I guess, in my video with some of the top gear bonuses. It only applies to one specific character, but still it is definitely a awesome gear bonus for the multiverse only. I love his headpieces that cover the eyes. All of the ones that cover the eyes I think look really cool. Again, with the glowing pieces look nice. He doesn't have too many pieces on here that glow, but the ones that do, and then the symbol, the red lantern in the middle, I think looks really good as well. Checking out the bonuses, like I said, 4 out of 4 this bonus. Force of Hate, 200% increased damage to Green Lantern Corps members. check out the video. Atrocitus versus Green Lantern. Down in the corner, you will see that Atrocitus absolutely wrecks Green Lantern with this gear bonus on there. Not even standing a chance. You pretty much don't even have to know how to play Atrocitus and can totally wreck Green Lantern in the multiverse with this loadout. But overall, still a good looking set, and definitely one to have if you play the multiverse a lot and need to fight those Green Lantern core members, especially the ones that are 5-star or level 5. I use him all the time versus the Green Lantern ones. Ryut's Revenge alternate on there. But checking out the last of his epic sets, it is the 5-piece set called the 5 Inversions. I think this is his best one by far. Every piece on here is my favorite piece. Headpiece especially, I think his headpiece looks absolutely awesome. And then all of his arms and legs, all the different pieces that are glowing with the different lava, looks good with pretty much every shader on there. Violent Vein alternate, so a lighter, I guess lighter ash color with all the yellow, I guess glowing lava all around it. Checking out the bonuses, 2 out of 5. Interaction boost, environmental interaction damage increased by 10%. 4 out of 5. Heavy throw increases environmental damage by 10%. And then 5 out of 5. Feline protector, dex-star shield grants Atrocitus 1% health when it absorbs projectiles. So 1% isn't much, but still is something. These aren't the best bonuses for a 5-piece set, but still everything you can use in player matches and of course multiverse too. But a really good looking set nonetheless. I think this is one of my favorites. Top 10 probably in the game, not quite top 5, but still a really good looking set. But that is going to do it for all of his epic gear sets. Now we're going to look at all of his individual epic pieces. So first thing we have his head pieces, and Atrocitus is my most, I guess, character that I have the most pieces for, or what seems to have the most unique pieces. I have 80 total epic gear pieces that are different for Atrocitus. Just like with all the other characters, a lot of the pieces look the same, but you know, ones like this, I think as far as the headpiece goes, this kind is my favorite. I like the ones with the horns and the other ones that cover up his eyes. They have different little attachments around there, but almost every one of them has horns on it. Only a few of them do not, but all the ones like this one still looks good even without the horns, but cover up his eyes look really cool. I think those are nice. Torso pieces. I have so much Atrocitus. I have to clean out his inventory all of the time. His chest piece looks different. The back, I guess his little neck guard, some of them he has a neck guard, some of them he doesn't. His little symbol in the center, I guess the little red lantern, has pretty much is there every single piece, which is really nice because that symbol looks really good. Not like the cyborg, which unfortunately does not show in all of his torso pieces, but at least this one it does. Just a little armor pieces then around his hips and the back of his neck change with each of them just by a little bit. Moving on to the arm pieces now. We're going to have, of course, different forearms and different shoulder pads, I guess. The ones that have the glowing, I guess, pieces on it, I think look the best. Some of them have little blades. Some of them are just plain looking shoulder pads. But, you know, just like with all of everybody's gear on every character, you know, it's just like a combination of a few different epic pieces. But still, some of them look pretty good. Leg pieces now. Again, just like with his arms, you got some of the pieces that have the little glowing lava, which I think obviously look the best. And then the other ones that just have the plain, I guess, plain looking armor pieces that cover just his shins and his thighs. No type of shoes or anything for Atrocitus. Just basic armor over his legs. And then his last pieces is gonna be the dex-star armor. All the ones that have the horns, I think, are the best. Some of them have a whole bunch of armor that cover his whole body. Some of them, you know, just have a couple pieces. On the ones that have armor on the spine, I think look good. Those little spikes that I guess stick out of his spine. Not too many pieces for the dex-star cat, but all the rest of his pieces he got tons of. But that's going to do it for all of his individual epic pieces. Now we're going to jump into practice mode and check out all of his abilities. His first ability, Caustic Pool. Atrocitus vomits focused rage towards the ground. Meter burning leaves behind a caustic puddle of damage. Alright, this one is kind of a, I guess an upper attack, like a high, but as you see, you just hit him once with his chaotic pool, and it will do damage over time. You see the little 5.14 or 5.41 happen or hit him a couple times, and when you meter burn it, it does the exact same thing, except it just adds extra damage to him. So a lot of 4.51s or a lot of 5.41s, I mean. Pillar of Blood. Atrocitus summons forth a Pillar of Blood and Rage. Meter burning adds a second blast. This one you have to be fairly close to your opponent. As you see, if you're still a couple meters, I guess, away, it will not hit him. But as long as you're fairly close to him, you can hit him with this, and if you meter burn it, it does, I guess, 2 pillars. You can do it from the air, so if he's flying from a bounce attack or something, you can hit him twice with that, so that's kind of cool. And of course, you know, like all the other ones, you can get it in a combo. Regurgitate Rage. Dex-star rushes forward and vomits rage, causing damage over time. And this one is part of your character power, so you have to pop your trait, and then once dex-star comes out, then you just push the B button, and he will spit out this, I guess, all of those flames looking thing, and it does damage over time. You can do it in the air as well, so after you pop trait, you can just jump around, and he will spit up the same stuff. And as long as you hit him, you know, you can do some damage, at least some decent damage. Dex-star's Rage. When summoned, Dex-stars appears with a quick charging attack. And this one is part of your character power as well. The only bad thing with this is you can only summon it one time, and he flies down and hits you with, I guess, a mid attack. It is really quick, but once he does it, he cannot stay out there, and you have to recharge your character power the entire time. So it's just basically a one hit, costs a single bar of meter, and you lose the character power until it recharges again. So, I mean, that's like an emergency case situation, I think, with this one. Because before, you know, Dex-star stays out the whole time. But with this, you got to use a bar meter, and you lose Dex-star. So, I guess if you get caught up in a bad situation, it is kind of quick and knocks the opponent down. And then you can get in for more attacks. But just sucks that it costs you a bar and the entire trait for the duration of it recharging again. Siphon Power. Atrocitus drains the power from his opponent, depleting their super meter. This one sucks the meter out of your opponent. So as you see, if you look at your opponent's super meter, you can kind of see it going down, and you can meter burn it. Once you siphon, I guess, enough of your opponent's meter, and then Atrocitus starts pulsating, then you can push a down meter burn, and it'll do like that explosion, and he'll just knock the opponent back. The input's a little weird, but once he starts pulsating and stuff, you can get a pretty cool, I guess, follow-up attack with it. Blood Push. A powerful shot of pure rage blasts the opponent back. Meter burning increases range and power. And this final one does require both ability slots, I guess, and it is just his little blood push or whatever, knocks him all the way across the screen. It has actually pretty good range. The regular one, though, it doesn't have the greatest of range. You still got to be within a couple meters of your opponent. But if you meter burn it, it definitely adds a lot more range, a couple extra feet. You can be pretty far away from your opponent and still be able to hit them. Knocks them all the way back across the screen, which is really nice. Good way to get some distance from your opponent, at least when you're playing Atrocitus. Alright, well that's going to do it for Atrocitus. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, got my Twitch and Twitter in the description if you want to follow either one of those. I will be doing more streams, especially on the PlayStation and the Xbox, as soon as I get the Xbox figured out, but have the PlayStation, so we'll be doing that more. But anyway, until the next video, I will check y'all later. I'm out. Peace.